Kia ora koutou, ko ana Heremaia tōku ingoa. Youth with purpose is something that I'm really passionate about. I'm just going to spend a bit of time telling you about my journey to find my purpose and about some of the mahi we're doing up in Northland. So, firstly, what is purpose? It's a really hard thing to define, but I've kind of described it as that feeling you get when you're doing something that you really love doing. You feel it in your heart, and it also gets me out of bed in the morning. If I was to kind of break it down a little more, purpose, see it as finding your thing, but then getting out there and doing your thing. When you've got both of these things, you've got some direction, you've got goals, and you start looking forward to the future. Finding your thing. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you love doing? What are your skills? What are you really good at? Relevance. What does your community need? Like what all the things we've been talking about over this festival. What is it that the world needs? Do your thing. Who's going to help you get there? Who's going to help you fulfill your purpose? Some confidence, and most importantly, some courage to take that first step. So how did I find my thing? This is baby Anna, and this is my mum and my dad. I was raised in Christchurch in a really supportive environment. My parents traipsed all over Christchurch, taking me to basketball. Yeah, I play basketball. Netball, clarinet, choir, orchestra, the list goes on. But more importantly, they showed me that the world is full of opportunity when you follow your passions and you really, really believe in yourself. So I did. After studying interior design at Victoria Uni, I moved to London. Here I fell in love with travel and design and all the opportunities of the world. That's me in the white. If you didn't know, architects are renowned for wearing black. That kind of says it all. After living in London for 6 years, I loved it, but I started to miss my whānau and I missed my home. This is St. Michael's Church up in Northland. Over the last few years, I've had to take my parents from their home in Christchurch to be buried here with Dad's ancestors. It's been a really hard couple of years, but everyone goes through these tough times. And for the first time in my life, I really started to think, what is my purpose? Am I completely happy in what I'm doing? In pursuit of my purpose, I moved to Kaikohe. Is anyone here from Kaikohe? Yay, represent! Kaikohe is a small town in the centre of the far north, for those who haven't been there. It is a struggling community. You see it when you walk down the main road. There's lots of empty shops. There's lots of people kind of milling who aren't engaged in positive activity. But I kind of saw this juxtaposition of this struggling community, but a town full of awesome youth. Kaikohe is one of the youngest populations in all of New Zealand, and they're awesome. They've got great ideas, they're inherently creative, and they're really, 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 really funny. So it was this kind of potential of these youth and the struggling community that led me to find my thing. My thing is actually our thing. So this is Ruby and Felicity, and they're both architects, and I'm an interior designer. More than anything, we're really, really good friends. And we've kind of thought, how can we use our skills in design and architecture and our passion for these communities to do something good? So that's how āKAU was born. āKAU means where the ocean meets the land, and we see this as a place of transition. āKAU's vision is to create thriving communities around Aotearoa, and to us this is where young people have purpose and have meaningful participation. So how we do this is we create opportunities for young people to be involved in the design of real projects in their community. Through our workshops program, youth are designing all sorts of things, buildings, furniture, events, but most importantly, we're helping them to design their future. Our design studio means that we can get some money so that we can help do the workshops program. So we source real projects from real clients who fund us to help deliver some of our youth component programs. So this is one of our real projects up near Kawakawa. This is Media Marae. Our youth designers met with the client and local kuia and kaumātua, and they learned all about the history of the area. Our youth designers then used these stories, going through the design process, to create a design for a new marae for our client. They presented to the client who loved it, and it's going through construction drawings now and will be built next year. Yay! This is Te Tater, one of our youth designers from last year. He was raised in a 3-bedroom home with 24 people, and he'd been in trouble with the law, but he came on the workshops program, and through working on this marae project, he's realised and found his purpose. He's now at Unitec studying a Bachelor of Architecture with the dream that one day he'll design his own whānau marae. This is Jaden and Sarah, and we asked them to design a stool. Jaden had just been on a waka over Waitangi weekend, and he was inspired by the paddle or the hoi. We helped him to develop these ideas, and the result is a stool that's been sold around New Zealand. There it is. Because we're working on real projects, youth are seeing tangible outcomes from their learning, so they get it. And because of this, Jaden's gained so much more confidence, and he's realised that his thing is building and making. So now he's got a job up in Northland as a contractor. Because we're working on real projects, we're getting out in the community. For this project, we had to select some plants, so off we went to the local nursery. Not only did we learn a whole lot about plants, but we make great connections in the community. So this is Raki and Edawina. So yeah, like this festival, get out and meet people. It's all about connections. We include, as part of our kaupapa, whānau is really important. So whānau get involved in the whole process. When whānau see the outcomes of what their youth have been designing, they get it, they're proud, and they're inspired. The ripple effect of just one young person going out there and finding their purpose magnifies it as it inspires others to do the same. So yeah, we've seen proof now that when young people are involved in the design of their communities, they make them better places to live. And it doesn't just have to be in Kaikohe, all around New Zealand. Youth, like you, can make a positive change by simply finding and doing your thing. So, just to quickly recap, purpose, find your thing. What is it that you love doing? What is it that you're really good at? What does your community need? Do your thing, get out there, have some courage to get out there and do it. And thank you. So that was basically the really quick story of how I found my purpose, how āKAU is finding and doing their purpose, and how young people in Kaikohe are finding and doing their purpose. What's your purpose? That's what I want to know. Thanks.